Hello horror fans, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. In this episode, I'm going to go ahead and try to do the archive challenge of Hungry Jaws, where I have to catch a survivor in a bear trap 2 times within a single trial. Now, for the trapper, I don't have all the perks leveled up yet, so I'm going to use the ones that I feel are best in what I do have. We're going to go ahead and use Pop Goes the Weasel, where when I hook a survivor, I can kick a generator that's on and regress it by 25%. Hopefully slow down the generator progression. I'm going to use Surveillance, which then shows me the outlines of generators in white that I have kicked, and those outlines will change to yellow and then to red when they're being worked on again to let me know when survivors start to work on a generator I've kicked. We're going to use a Nurse's Calling, so that way I can see when people are trying to heal within a 28-meter range of me. And we're going to use Hex Ruin to hopefully slow the generator progression a little bit. Since I have to catch people in traps, I'm going to use 2 things here that are going to hopefully help me in this task. We're going to use a stitched bag to start with 2 extra bear traps in the trial, and be able to carry those extra bear traps during the trial. And we're going to use iridescent stone so that every 30 seconds, one of my closed bear traps at random will open itself. This way, even if they undo a trap that I've set, it will hopefully reopen itself, and that way I can have the traps where I want them in the trial and catch some survivors. So, then we're also going to use a pustule petal in order to hopefully get some additional blood points by using the special hooks in the trial. With all of that in mind, let's go ahead and jump into a game. Okay, we have Torment Creek. So, let's go ahead and put some traps around. Hopefully we'll catch some survivors. Okay, so we had a survivor that thought she could just hide in that grass. We're going to go ahead and put her over on this hook here. Hopefully somebody might cut. Okay. Now I stepped in my own trap. But hopefully somebody might come along that direction and step in that trap other than myself. See if there's a survivor around here as well. Do not know. Let's go ahead and put another trap right here at this window, because survivors do tend to jump through this window quite a bit. Alright. And we can see one of our open traps over here. Actually, it's in a good spot, so I'm just going to leave it where it is. Alright, we can see that they're actually healing right over here. I'm going to go after the non-injured person. I got the Nia. And then I got the Claudette afterwards, so that worked out fine. I'm going to go over here and kick this generator. And somebody disabled one of my traps, that's fine though. Once again, the traps will reset themselves, so I'm not too worried about them getting disabled. And actually, it wasn't a good trap where it was anyways. And I think that's that same person I had just hooked. So I don't really want to go after them again. Wow, that is a hard totem to see. I actually don't think I'm going to put a trap by it, because I just want to sort of leave it alone and let it surprise somebody when they accidentally go near it. Okay. We have somebody that obviously is wanting my attention over here. That's fine by me. I'm going to go in this direction. Or they weren't wanting my attention. They just screwed up on the generator. Well, that does happen at points. Let's go ahead and chase after them. Want to push them that way towards the traps that I have. And I also want to kick this generator again. Alright, so we had somebody walk into this trap over here, which is one of the things that I want to have happen. Don't know if this is the same person again. Think it might be, but they did get into the trap on their own, so not really my doing. And that was their second hook, so we're just going to go ahead and wander off, leave them alone over there. They're perfectly fine. Somebody is back on this generator over here. It's the Nia. And there's a trap that has set itself up over here. Have to see how that trap looks. Looks sort of like it's an obvious one. So I'll probably reset it. Yeah, it just had opened itself here. So we'll go ahead and put it here instead. Alright. And let's go ahead and go back and kick this generator. Somebody's back on that one over there. And somebody has completed a generator over there. So alright. We'll let them go ahead and go rescue. Alright, so she decided to quick heal herself. And she got me with that pallet. Good job by her. Right now, one person's dead. I feel like I'm in a pretty good position overall, so I'm going to go ahead and just chase after people. I should have swung there. That was my fault. Alright. Trying to get this Claudette to go into the trap, but she would not. So we'll just go ahead and hang her up here. We've got one of our push-tool pedal hooks over here, so let's go ahead and use it. Alright, then we'll just head off in this direction. Know that somebody was working on that generator far over there. Hopefully they're still working on it. Looks like they are. I'm not going to go after the Nia right now. I'll give her a little bit of time. Alright, so we have the Meg here. Perfect. Alright. So let's go hang her on this hook over here. And we'll go kick that generator then. With the Pop Goes the Weasel, we'll be able to send this generator back quite a bit. And we don't have to reset that trap because it'll open soon enough on its own, which will work out great for us. Alright. So those two generators have been kicked. Haven't really checked this generator over here. Probably should do that. So let's go ahead in that direction. Oh, looks like somebody is over there. A lot of obstructions in the way of getting over here. That's alright. I'm going to let her run off. Go ahead and kick the generator. Really, I want the game to go on longer because I don't know if I need to hook the same person twice or how exactly that has to work. But got that Claudette in this trap, so that worked out nicely. See if we can get back to this Halloween hook over here. That'll work out great. Hopefully nobody will pallet stun me here. Perfect. Alright, so that's taking care of those two Halloween hooks. We can see that this generator's turned red again, which means somebody's back to working on it. So let's go ahead back over here. She really doesn't want to go towards the killer shack, and so she's trying to get around me to go in the other direction, which is Probably smart. But it also got her knocked down. So. Did I not fully kick this? Alright. That's on me. Now I fully kicked it. Alright. So let's see. We do have a hook over here, which puts her more near where our different traps are. Maybe somebody will wander into one of the traps trying to get her. Or she'll be dead. That could also happen. Okay. So I really need this Claudette, I think it is, to jump into one of my traps to make sure that I have one person hooked by 2 different traps. Or I'm not sure, otherwise I will complete that mission that I have. Alright, so we were able to damage that generator, start it regressing. Really, I want the Claudette running around because I want her to accidentally discover one of my traps. That's actually one of my goals right now. Alright, this trap is just sort of off here. I mean, it's a good trap. I can't even barely see it. But where it is just not helpful. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and move it over here where I think the Nia is working. Yes. Nia's been over here. Alright. Get her to go through that window. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that window right there. That was sort of my goal in that whole matter. I'm gonna go back to damage this generator again. Most likely they're gonna get it soon enough, but for right now I'm gonna leave it damaged and see if that works out for me. I'm also gonna go ahead and grab this trap over here that was already used once. I don't think it's going to catch anybody again. It was really more the pallet being here that made it work in the first place. So she's going to deactivate that trap, which is fine by me. And we're going to put that trap over there. Hey, they got one over there. Alright. Now, if I can keep her looping around here for a little bit, she will probably go back through when that trap is activated. Perfect. That was exactly what I had hoped for there. We'll go ahead and put her right over by this generator, which hopefully then one of the 2 of them will run to come get. Or that one will be dead as well, and so that won't work out for me. My problem is they're just dying too quickly. Alright. So hopefully I can find this last... I can find the hatch and close it here. Otherwise, I'm gonna not be able to catch this last person. They're making noise over here, which tells me they found the hatch already. No, they have not, it seems like. Or at least I'm not hearing it here. Yes, I know you're over there, but I'm looking for the hatch. Unless I somehow just completely miss hearing it over here, but I don't think so. Okay, well, we've smashed that pallet now. Found the hatch. And now it's a matter of, can we find the person by a door before they're able to open the door? The doors are reasonably close together, so there is a chance that this will work out. Alright, we found the door. I will let you hit me with that. Go through the window. Go through the window. Go in that direction. Okay, well, that did not work. Trying not to step in the trap here. And she did not step in the trap either. Go ahead and get the door here. I'm fine with it. Or not. I think you've waited too long now to actually get the door. But we'll see. Good luck. Nope, you're not gonna make it. Okay, so let's see if that achieved my mission for the archive or not. And it does say they achieved the mission. That's great. Okay, and so with that we have accomplished Hungry Jaws. So we'll have a new little bit to hear here. And we're also going to put on the next challenge of Dark Triumph. For this we're going to have to sacrifice one survivor to the entity during the endgame collapse. So if I had this on during the last match, I would have been able to accomplish this already. But we'll have to go ahead and do it this time. So, let's see what the collection has to say first.
Evan enjoys creating something from nothing. He's not an artist, but he enjoys sketching, and he hides his sketches from his father. His father forbids sketching. Sketching is for weaklings, vagabonds, gypsies. He wants Evan to do worthy things. He drags Evan to his most profitable mine. He teaches him how to manage maggots. He's hands-on, very hands-on, abusive, violent, brutal. The key is to break them, break their will, break their spirit. Once broken, a human is a tool that can be wielded to do anything. Broken. It's what he did to his mother. It's what he's doing to him. But Evan still sketches. Sketching is defiance.
Okay, so we see the really horrible world that Evan grew up in, but we also know the end result of what he's going to become. So it's very interesting to see how this is developing. With this also, we've gone ahead and accomplished Tier 4, and so we're within 2 tiers of getting enough of the Putrid Serum in order to get our first piece of cosmetic. Okay, so for this round, I have a daily ritual of the Rite of the Nightmare. And so with the Nightmare, I need to achieve the Dream Chaser score event 4 times. On top of that, I'm going to go ahead and try to get done with the Dark Triumph by killing one survivor during the endgame collapse. And so for this, I'm going to use Thanatophobia, which is going to slow the game progression by having it do 4% penalty to healing, sabotaging, and repair speeds when people are injured for each person that is injured. Going to use barbecue and chili for the extra blood points, as well as to be able to see survivors that are at a distance when I hook a survivor. Going to use Hex Ruin to slow the generator progression, and I'm going to use the Nurse's Calling to be able to see survivors when they are healing. I'm also going to use Bloody Party Streamers, so that way everybody in the match will get more blood points. Since it's the double blood point event going on right now, I want to give everybody as many blood points as possible, because we could all use some points in order to upgrade characters that we want. So I can get some of my killers better, and they can use them on whatever they feel like. So with all of that in mind, let's go ahead and jump into the game. Okay, the Temple of Purgation. This is a big map that I sometimes struggle with, but the nice thing with Freddy is that he can move around fairly quickly using the teleport feature. So it could be okay. Let's go ahead and put one there. We're going to go ahead and start putting some of our snares down, because for one, it doesn't slow us down in our movement. Alright, so how is our totem is not in the greatest spot. So let's go ahead and put a trap by it. Hopefully it'll last for a little while. I have my doubts. Alright. I messed that up. And she's most likely going to see my totem right now. So, totem's going to be gone fairly quickly, I think. You know, I might be able to get her, though, down to the basement, which actually could benefit me. And there's already somebody at my totem again. Don't know if I'll be able to make this. Alright, so we got another one down. And we're gonna try the exact same thing again. Alright. Will I be able to make it a second time? And actually, nobody came over here. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Get rid of this pallet. And come right through here. Alright, so they ran around the backside here. Possibly I can cut them off over here. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back to my totem. Well, she got it. It cost her her life, but she got it. And this time, I'm going to take her down here and go over to one of my special hooks. Almost had that cost me. Okay, well, that was a unique plan. Alright, well, we will get a slash on that person. I think I've definitely gotten the Dream Chaser taken care of. And I'm taking this person down to the basement. Alright. Darn it. Okay, so one person died in the basement. Interesting. She's going ahead and throwing a bunch of pallets down, so I will accept that. Okay, well, we've got another one down. The only person I don't think I've gotten down has been Nia, so somewhat interesting. We'll take her over to a hook. We'll go get the other one then, hopefully. Put her on a hook. Alright. And I am not seeing the Nia anywhere. But this generator has been worked on. So it would not surprise me if the Nia was somewhere around here. Alright, she did go in for the rescue. Good. And I really want to get the Nia here. Not the Claudette. Because I'm trying to do the task of killing somebody during the endgame collapse, I really need to have control over the people. And I see the Nia in the distance. I'm going after her. Now, where did she go? I saw her running over here in the distance, but then she disappeared on me. And what I do not want to have happen is for her to hide in a closet or something and get the hatch when I kill the Claudette. I might not get a choice in the matter. Alright. Well, the Claudette just makes herself easier to find. Alright. The Nia has woken herself up. I'm gonna let the Claudette get away here. Try to drive her towards the basement somewhat, so I might get that other hook of mine. And then on top of that, hopefully, find the Nia. Alright, the Claudette really is not that good at hiding right now. She's being a bit too obvious. I need to find this Nia. Because the Nia I have not seen pretty much all game. Thought I heard footsteps, but I think it was my own. That's why I would be happy with the Nia completing a generator or anything. Or being down here so I can find her easily. Alright. That's what I needed. That is exactly what I needed. Alright. And she's taking me back in the direction of the Claudette, which will work out fine. Good job by the Nia. I have a feeling the Nia is probably a higher level survivor than the other ones, but I'm not sure. Could be wrong on that. Alright, the Nia has a lot of hang time to her, so I should be safe in hooking her. If I can get to a hook. And I could not get to the hook, actually. Okay. Okay, so the Nia is going to do the tactic of going to a corner, hoping that there's no nearby hooks. Unfortunately for her, there is. And actually, she's benefited me because hopefully my barbecue and chili will now show where the Claudette is. And it actually did not. Interesting. The Claudette was right there. Really. I am hopeful. Alright, the Nia is healing back here. I can see that. I've got the Claudette hurt. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and take the Claudette, hang her up, hopefully. I'd love to get greedy and get my last hook here that I need. This would be a massive amount of blood points if I can pull all of this off in this round. Alright, so the Nia is going over to this corner here, which is fine by me. Now I need to find the hatch. And I need to close it. And then I'm going to have to find the Nia again. Alright, so I found the hatch. The Nia did not get up, so the endgame collapse has started, and I believe even if she dies now on the floor or to the entity on the floor, it'll work. But I really would like to hang her. I really don't want to leave her on the floor if I can at all avoid it. My guess was that she was going to crawl back to this corner, but she didn't do that. Alright, I'm hearing her. Alright. And I found her. Alright. Good. Let's just get her put onto this hook over here and get our archive achievement as well as our daily ritual as well as the ton of blood points. I'm going to set some more of these traps. Get a few more blood points. Alright. So, we achieved everything that we had wanted to there. We got the daily ritual completed for the 30,000 blood points from it. And we got our Dark Triumph completed as well. Okay, and with completing Dark Triumph, I've gone ahead and gotten a new story here. So let's go ahead and select Amateur Ornithologist as our next challenge here. With these, I believe they can be done either as the survivor or as the killer, so I'm going to try to do it as the killer here. Then we will go ahead and see what this collection says.
He moves through the death and decay of the void. He doesn't remember his name. Everything's a blur. He feels pain in his stomach, in his arms, in his veins. He needs to find one of those flowers. The nectar, the sweet serum that gives strength. Strength for what? He remembers. The killers. Experimenting on them. Why? Why was he experimenting on them? He doesn't remember. He caused a lot of suffering, but he doesn't feel remorse. He doesn't even know if he should feel remorse. He doesn't feel anything but an ache in the pit of his stomach for power.
Interesting. So we're starting to hear the story. I think that'll be for the Withered Blight here. So there's 5 pieces of that story. I very much am interested in hearing what's going to go on with it. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. If you've enjoyed the video, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you have not already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you all in the fog.